Hello, everyone, and welcome to my first ever Friday feature segment. I'm here with my good friend Hasan, Ahmed. Um, the Friday feature really just aims to highlight some good connections that I have here in the Des Moines area. People that are also just making a really big impact on the community as young professionals, like we both are. So, Hasan, it's great to have you here today. Thank you for your time. I appreciate you coming on.
Thanks for having me, dude. I appreciate it. First
Awesome.
one, too.
Exactly, man, the debut. So, give us a little bit of background on you. Tell us a little bit about your story.
So basically, I'm from Pakistan and I was born there. My family and I moved to the United States in 2000, and we've lived in the Des Moines area, in the West Des Moines area specifically, since I've been to the U.S. And it's been a super awesome home for me. Grew up, went to elementary and high school here, and then went to University of Iowa over in Iowa City, and now I'm back home in Des Moines. So yeah.
Awesome. I love it. So, funny story with our little high school rivalry here. Hasan went to West Des Moines Valley, and I ended up going to West Des Moines Dowling. A little bit of crosstown rivalry action going on there.
Like some of the biggest rivalries right there for sure.
And it's kind of funny how that little rivalry ended up continuing on through college, with Hasan going to Iowa and me going to UNI. So little bit of friendly competition going on through our whole friendship, but it's made it all the way through.
Though. Yep.
So yeah, that's awesome. So back to high school at Valley. Tell me a little bit about what you were involved in.
So yeah, definitely. I was mainly involved in choir stuff, and that would be like show choir and a cappella stuff. I used to beatbox back in the day, and it's been a while since I've done any of that stuff, but that was kind of my musical stuff back in the day. I like to pursue.
Sure.
I like to do some musical stuff here and there now, but it's been a while since I've done a lot of the old stuff. But mainly, I was in a student government, and that's where I kind of found my passion for helping others and reaching out to other people. And it was super cool to be a part of that because we got to run events and do fundraisers, like for different organizations and charities.
Sure.
And also being able to run events like homecoming and prom, which are the biggest events for high schools and that get the most drama and get the most the most views from people. So it was kind of cool to be able to be in charge of all those events.
That's really cool. Sounds like a great experience to kind of build a base on.
Yeah, definitely.
And some of that also translated into what you were involved in at Iowa. So tell me a little bit about that.
Definitely. So the whole leadership thing has it definitely continued into my time at the University of Iowa. I took some classes that were kind of focused on leadership. I focused, my major was called enterprise leadership, which is essentially entrepreneurship.
Sure.
And my minor was in communication studies, and then my certificate was in sustainability. So a lot of the stuff that I did at the University of Iowa was based on competitions that needed a lot of leadership. We did a lot of things like startup games, which is where my main interest started for my major that I ended up choosing. There were a lot of events that the entrepreneurial center would host, such as startup games and pitching different ideas, elevator pitch contests and stuff. So I just got involved in those kind of things, and my buddies and I worked on an idea that we focused on sustainable fabrics, which basically to eliminate unsustainable fabrics like cotton and work on with using hemp and other ones that are better for the environment. And from that, we pitched an idea at a competition and got some really good feedback and started working on that idea. And that's what kind of drove this entrepreneurial spirit that I have, which is continued to here now. Yeah,
I love it. And you actually got to pitch your idea in Kinnick Stadium, is that right?
Yeah, we got to pitch one of our ideas at Kinnick Stadium too for the startup games, which was really cool. There was a lot of cool opportunities up there just to get your name out and just to see what it's like to, it's almost like the Shark Tank, to go on and pitch to judges and see what it's like to go and have a product and see if it works and if people like it and if the customers want it. So it was really cool. You kind of felt like you were a business owner, in college. So
exactly.
It gave you the chance to fail, and fail in not the real world yet. So it was cool.
Right. It gives you a chance to learn. I love it. So graduated from Iowa in last May, correct?
Yep.
All right. So congratulations on that.
Likewise, my dude. Congrats.
Appreciate it. So what are some of your plans for the future? What have you got cooking a little bit, so to say?
So nice little pun there. So yeah, I decided to go a different route from the traditional college graduate. I kind of wanted to do my own thing and pursue cooking, like you said. Grew up in the kitchen at home, cooking all sorts of Pakistani dishes that I've kind of curated and made into different fusions of all sorts of food. My social media, my Instagram is focused basically just on the food that I make, and my goal is to eventually have a restaurant or a food truck. taking the baby steps to get there right now. So
Sure.
right now, I'm working on getting my website up, and then also kind of setting up small events where people can reserve me to come and be a personal chef for whatever it is, whether it's a graduation party, a moving in party, whatever it is,
Right.
any type of party like that. And then the long-term goal is to eventually cater to proper events, to businesses. And then from there, it's just step on, step on,
keep
step on,
scaling.
to keep on going up. And then the goal is to have an establishment, whether it be a food truck, whether it be a proper restaurant. When the time comes, that's when the decision will be made. So,
Awesome.
Yeah,
so
man.
that's awesome. Look forward to seeing everything that you have to bring
Thank
to
you,
the
man.
table again.
Yeah.
Throwing another one in there.
Definitely.
But yeah, definitely reach out to Hasan if you are thinking about putting on an event that might need some food catered in or anything like that. So definitely reach out to him. Kind of now to wrap things up a little bit, I'm going to steal a page from Lewis Howe's playbook here. Lewis is the host of a podcast that I've been a pretty loyal listener to called The School of Greatness. At the end of every interview, he always asks the person what their 3 truths are. So those 3 truths are something that the other person wants to be remembered as, or what they want their legacy to be. So, Hasan, what would you say your 3 truths are?
That's a tough question. One for sure, it kind of is 2 into 1. It kind of goes, I'm going to say happiness and positivity. That's one thing that I've learned about myself that I would like to preach to everybody else. If you're not positive, and you're not going to be happy, and I think happiness is the one thing a person needs to be taking care of for themselves, because that's the most important thing. If you're not happy, then you won't be able to have the mindset to grow.
Sure.
That kind of goes into the next one is you got to work your butt off. Hard work, having a great work ethic is what's going to get you to where you want to be. And you're not going to do that if you're not positive and happy while you're doing those things.
Exactly.
And lastly, self-love. Take care of yourself. I think that's the most important thing that that people forget about, is that they will be willing to take care of everybody else and be there for others. But if you're not there for yourself, if you're not working on yourself, then all your missions, all your goals, they're likely to crumble. And that's kind of how I've seen it. So positivity and happiness, work your butt off, and love yourself.
I love it. That's awesome. Well, thank you so much for your time today. I really appreciate you having you on.
Oh, I appreciate it.
So, always remember, it's a great day to have a great day, and I'll see you soon.
Take it easy, guys.